Hello. In today's video, I'm going to be continuing the one loop glasses layer series with Backslash CP. Starting off with this case, you have a big block and nothing else. This is basically the OLL alg, and AOF recognition is with this block, and the alg for this is R2, D prime R, U2, R prime D, R, U2, R. You should know the finger tricks by now, so I'm not going to go further. And faster look like this. This is the next case where you have a bar, a bar and a block. You're gonna use the bar as AOF, and the alg for this is R2, D prime, wide R, U2, wide R prime, D, R, U2, R. It's basically a modification of the previous case, and finger tricks are also very standard. It's following the previous case, so this. And faster, it will look like this. This is the next case where you have two bars like this in a JPEG fashion. The AOF recognition is this sticker, and the alg for this case is R prime, U prime, R2, D, R prime, U prime, R, D prime, R2, U2, R. And finger tricks would be this, all standard, except this U2, which is 8-0. Because after doing a lot of D moves, your middle finger is there to support the cube, and you don't want to use your middle finger, otherwise the cube drops. So faster look like this. This is the next case where you have this bar and two pseudo bars opposite of each other. The AOF recognition is a bit tricky, but this is what I use. And the alg for this case is R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U2, R, R, U, R, D, R prime, U2, R, D prime, R prime. The finger tricks are all quite standard, except for this U2, which you do 8-0 like that. And then rest is standard. And faster, it'll look like this. This is the next case where you have this kind of T-perm pattern. It actually is a T-perm because I'll show you. It is a T-perm with these two corners twisted. The AOF recognition is this, and the alg for this case is F, R, U, R2 prime, D prime, R, U prime, R prime, D, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. So basically it's an OLL into commutator into another OLL. And finger tricks will be this. You can also use this, but it overloads your right index, so this, and everything else is standard. So faster look like this. This is the next case where you have this bar and a pseudo bar for recognition. AOF, you can either use this, but this is really hard to see, so there's another one, which is this. And then the alg for this case is R2, F prime, R, U2, R, U2 prime, R prime, F, U prime, R, U. And then just solve the F12 case. Finger tricks are all very standard and they're quite easy to understand. This, and then double flick, and then this, then it's just standard. And faster, it will look like this. There. For this case, you have this bar and this pseudo bar, and you're going to use this edge for AOF. The alg for this case is, well, I actually recommend two algs, but one of them I'll put in the description if you want. The other one is R, D, R, wide R prime, U2, wide R, D, R prime, U2, and then pair them up and then insert. Finger tricks are all standard, so like this. Oh yeah, prepare your ring finger like that, and then standard. This part I like to do push and then flick, push. and faster, it will look like this. Bruh. This is the next case where you have this bar and nothing else. AUF recognition is this edge, and yeah, just this edge. If you want, you can use this, but this is way too hard to see. Unless you're over here and then you see that this is a U2 away, and then you position it, it's here. Alg for this is R prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2, D, wide R prime, U2, wide R, D prime, and then insert the pair. The finger tricks are all standard except this U2 because you're going to do D moves, so your middle finger is going to stabilize the cube, and then everything else is standard. And faster, it will look like this. This is the next case where you have this pseudo bar, and if you line up one of the edges to its corresponding center, all 4 edges are aligned. AUF recognition is this sticker. You can also use this corner, but it's very hard to see, so I just use this sticker. The alg for this case is R prime, U2, R2, D, R prime, U2, R, D prime, R2, U, R, U2, R prime, U2, R. Finger tricks is finger tricks are quite standard, so it's R prime, U2 with Fado, and then standard. I like to do push U, R, U2, R prime. Since you're done stabilizing a cube with your middle finger and your ring finger is free, you can use your ring finger to stabilize the cube. And then faster, it'll look like this. This is the next case where you have these two and these two. You can also use the fact that there's a checkered bar and a checkered block. The AUF recognition is this this corner, and I actually recommend 2 algs, and the other one uses this as recognition. I'll put the other alg in the description. And okay, for this alg, the one I actually recommend is R, U, R prime, U2, F2, R, U prime, R2, U2, R prime, U2, R2, R prime, F2, R2, U, R prime. I just put it up here. The finger tricks are standard, and there's a regrip inside. So R, U, R prime, U2, like that, and then regrip. F2, R, U2, R prime, U2, R prime, F2, R2, U, R prime. And then faster, it'll look like this. This is the next case where you have this pseudo bar, and when you align one of the edges, the others are not aligned. Or maybe this one, but not all 4 are aligned. So AUF recognition is this corner, and the alg for this is 2 ZBLLs. And if you're wondering what are those, it's this into this anti-soon or anti-un. So combine them together and you get this R prime, U2, R prime, D, R prime, D prime, R, U2, R prime, D, R, U2, R, U, R prime, U, R. And finger tricks are just following those 2 ZBs. Like this, and that. I like to do a push U here. And faster, it'll look like this. Alright, final case. In this case, you can find 2 pseudo bars, or this is checkered and this is checkered. The AUF recognition is this corner, like this sticker, or you can use this corner, but this is quite hard to see, so I use this corner instead. The alg for this case is R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U2, R, D, R prime, U prime, R, D prime, R2, U prime, R. The finger tricks are all really easy. So R prime, U, R. This U, I like to do push, and then standard. Then U2, this U2 is done with your right hand. R, D, R prime, and then just standard from there on. And faster, it'll look like this. That's very much it for this video, and in the next video, I'm going to be covering U slash. This is the next case where you have this bar and a pseudo bar. Why are you not focusing?